Hey everyone, it looks like everybody is moving along pretty good. So this week we're going to move forward with a couple of projects we've been working on. The first one is we're going to look a little more closely at assessments for our inquiry unit. So you started on your backwards design of that. Now we're going to flesh out the assessments a little more. So you're going to be creating an assessment plan. And this may sound familiar if you may be required to do this for a seminar or for planning for EdTPA. So this is one that is usually adapted for both. So you're planning 3 to 5 lessons. And so here's where you number the lessons. Here's the NGSS standard you're addressing. Here are the learning targets that go with each of those lessons. Here is a column called instructional strategies, and I'll come back to that. And then here is the assessments that you're going to use in each lesson to actually assess the learning targets. So this table is used to really map out how your lessons are aligned. And really, in practical application of teaching, often this is similar to what you might see for a unit plan for a teacher, actually, instead of detailed lesson plans. So they may just use this, like, okay, for this lesson, these are the things I'm doing. So this is probably more closer to what you will do for long-term or longer units. And so you're going to take the information that you did on your backward design and you're going to fill in this and give a little more detail. Remember to label your assessments as a pre-assessment, a formative assessment, or a summative assessment. So in order to know that information, you need to kind of have some information about assessments. And so again, looking at some of the resources that are available here, you will see that even clear into weeks 8 and 9, there are some on assessments. And so just going back to, what do you know? Like, here are some ideas for formative assessments. That's under week 4. Assessment resources. So these are all things that you might need to go back to flesh out, again, resources for writing learning targets, examples of classroom assessments that align with NGSS. And so you'll use those to complete the assessment plan this week. In addition to that, I've included what's called instructional strategies. And so I believe they're actually, if you click on the assignment, you'll see there's the assessment plan, which is a blank template for you to use, and then instructional strategies. So we haven't talked much about that, but if you open that link, you'll see this list of about 50 different kinds of strategies used for instruction. And then underneath that is a discussion or description of each of those strategies. So thinking about what being purposeful about the strategies you're selecting to teach students. Rarely should we be using direct instruction, just FYI. I see a lot of that in there. You should be thinking about ways to engage students differently, so asking them to do other kinds of learning than just you instructing and them listening. So pick some off of this list, and then on your assessment plan, include those as your instructional strategies. Again, where did my instructional, there we go. Instructional strategies should go there. Again, so maybe 1 or 2 for each lesson. So that's your first assignment this week. And then your second assignment is going to be to actually start thinking about what are some of the challenges for students to learn science or even any of the content. And so you'll see that there is a video notes template that you're going to be using. And so definitely open this template and look it over before you start this assignment. This one will actually tell you, so before you watch any of the videos, you have to answer several of these sections. So the first part 1, you answer all of those questions before you watch the videos. This is about what you think. There's no wrong answers. I'm really wanting you to think about what you have learned and your experiences with these topics prior to watching the videos that I've linked. So do this part first. Then you're going to watch the videos, and you're going to want to pay attention to, for each of the videos, it'll tell you which section to watch for this one. So start with this one. This one is long, only the first 19 minutes. This one, watch the first 18 minutes. So make sure that you don't. And then it's a skip to minute 27-ish. And then this starts a segment of a 5th grader, and just watch that segment. So till you get to about minute 34. So you have to pay attention to the instructions on this one. So then as you're watching those videos, you're going to complete this section, part 2. And then your assignment is to submit this as your assignment. So those are both due. I'll pull up the to-do list here. Those are both due on October 30th. And then as you're moving forward, you're going to start creating your lesson plans for your 3 to 5 lesson unit using your backwards design and your assessment plan to kind of fill in parts of it. And then over the next couple weeks, you'll include details. So we're trying to ramp up. Actually, you should be planning to teach these lessons in your classroom or in your educational setting if you're in student teaching by week 8. So trying to get those, at least a good draft of those, completed before then. So if you have any, oh, it looks like I missed a Moodle reference. That should say Canvas. So disregard the Moodle references. Some of you may not even know what Moodle is, but so if you see Moodle, that means Canvas. All right, so I hope that makes sense, and I look forward to seeing both your assessment plans and your notes on the videos. So let me just show you real quick before I log out where you can find the videos for this week. So under week 5, you'll see under the misconception study resources, I'm going to change this. These are all going to be changed to preconceptions instead of misconceptions, but this is where those videos are. So you have kind of an introductory one, and then the 3 videos that you have to watch for the notes. So, okay. Well, good luck on your assignments, and I'll talk to you soon.